Hey there YouTube, here's this 2012 Nissan NV2500 HG with only 7 miles. I've done an NV before, I think it was an NV1500, but it was a V6 model. This one is a 2500, so it likely has the 5.6 liter V8. So basically I just want to show this one off too. You can see it has the steelies, 17-inch. You can see this high roof. And it looks like these doors fold all the way open, Transit Connect style. I'll show that off in a moment. First I want to start it up. Chrome door handles. I saw that over here. Still has the plastic on top, even on the steps. So yeah, this thing has not seen, well, 7 miles, duh. Nothing, never really saw any work yet. Well, the key is chained up. I can hear my echo! Woo! Yeah, the key is here, somewhere. Oh. What the hell's the point of this chain if the key is here in the cup holder? Dumbasses. Hey, even the door chime has an echo. Sounded quite monstrous. Oh, it has Navi too. So yeah, let's do a quick tour of this one. Has a great exhaust note, engine note too. Probably the best in all of these cargo vans. Let's go down to comfort. This driver's seat is actually powered. I already have it adjusted with all the thigh support that I want. This is lumbar. Very flimsy dial to rotate here. Feels rather cheap, like it could break off rather easily. See? I already clicked it and sound nice. So yeah, comfort is quite good. The seat is plush enough, but yeah, it feels quite flat. Let me pull off the plastic over here. You can see the design of the seat is quite flat. But the side is bolstered somewhat, as you can make out. You're hugged into the seat somewhat. So yeah, it's a comfortable seat. Leg room, quite good. Much better than the E-Series, because you don't have that huge engine hump in the way. But the downfall is that you have this huge nose to deal with. So it's not going to be the easiest thing to park. Getting into tight space is the problem. The E-Series has virtually no nose, but then legroom is going to be like this. You have to have your feet stashed to the side because of the huge engine hump again. Shoulder room is quite good. Headroom, you have over 3 feet of headroom above you, so that's not going to be a problem. So yeah, you can see these storage bins up here. Obviously this is all plastic, but what else can you expect? This is a work van. This paper towel-like headliner. Actually echoes too. Lighting fixture, push on, push off. This massive sun visor. No mirror vanity lights. This is a work van, so there's no reason to look pretty or even bother combing your hair even before driving this thing. Yeah, this one huge hunk of plastic is not even padded whatsoever. It's just huge. Probably one of the biggest sun visors I've seen. Well, interior quality, entire dashboard, all plastic, also to be expected. A grainy, cheap plastic that will scratch rather easily. Glove box is huge, but it does shut evenly overall. Have the hazards. Climate control, rather easy. Let me leave it on a little bit because it's actually a warm day. AC. The radio with its Navi, you really don't find many of these vans with Navi. SD card slot, Let's see if this Navi works. Oh, yeah, it does work. Thankfully, it's paired to a 5-speed auto, and you can manually shift with this little teeny thing over here. Ooh, this thing's empty. Hope this guzzler won't die on me anytime soon. Steering wheel, it is nicely thick, but it's bare. Radio controls, hands-free controls seems to have. Oh, Bluetooth, I'm quite sure it seems to have that too. Interesting. Cruise control, steering wheel, only tilts with this little latch over here. Wipers, intermittent speed, turn signal lever. Going back over here, sorry that I'm going back and forth. You have another power outlet, some available ports. This AC 120 volt power outlet, I'm quite sure there's one back there somewhere. Backup sensors, that's definitely a necessity in this huge thing. USB and aux jack. Cup holders, a little tray. And as you can see, obviously this is quite self-explanatory. Huge center console, and here's this armrest. It's also hard as a rock. Not going to be the most comfortable place for your arm. It is huge, it's just massive. Mini-me can actually fit in there. Oh, there's the power outlet, the 120 volt, and the traditional power outlet to the side, so power everywhere in here. And the center console, the lid is a little bit on the jiggly side, but the entire center console itself is sure-footed. It's not going anywhere. It also has a lock up here too. So, moving back up again, headlamps, stability control, power mirrors, entire door panel, all plastic, grainy, cheap plastic. Nothing else padded. Even the armrest, everything hard. I really do not like how on the handle here, when you grip it, there's this sharp edge over here which you cannot avoid. The second you grab it, you're going to feel it. Both below and on top. What did I just feel over here? Ugh. Look at that. Oops. This comes off easily, Camry style, without effort. This is not going to be very good in the long run. So for those who work in their vans all day and open and close their doors, I can see this piece breaking off quite often in the future. I know some of you didn't like that, but hey, it happened. Fuse box, let's open the hood. E-brake down here, push on, push off, leave it on. Has blind spot mirrors, as you can see. Driver window does go down automatically, does not go back up automatically. You can see door locks and window lock. Leave the window down. I always do that, or usually do. For our lid. Rather thick leaf springs, so yeah, this is the 2500. One downfall to these is that they don't offer a diesel version like the E-Series does. A lot of cargo van shoppers do like having a diesel. You saw how I opened the door. You can dislatch over here, and you can swing it out open. See? Like so. Just like the Transit Connect, there's actually a magnet back here to keep the door in place. See, this is a magnet. And it will latch right in as you bring in the door. The Transit Connect is even more simple. It's just a button that you push and it does everything. See, I just opened the other door. And this is huge. I have a bunch of lighting in here. There's a jack to the side. So, yeah, you can see the backup sensors on the bumper. I really don't like the exposed track here for the sliding door, but I like how they gave it this stainless steel look to it, so it doesn't even look that bad. Chrome door handles. And let me just stand inside this thing. I'm 6'1", and I am just... yeah, this is pretty much the space that's left over. More lighting fixtures. They all have their on and off switch. The floor is coated with this vinyl, and it also has its insulation, so it's not going to be a noisy ride. Oh, and I skipped, there's actually a power outlet over there too, so that's probably what that switch in front was. But you guys have an idea. The door, despite being massive, it actually feels quite light once you work it. I mean, very effortless, actually. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It's rather smooth. So let's take a look at this engine, and pretty much the biggest downfall to this van. That massive nose. Ugh. I already see lots of these in the auction already. Well, here's the 5.6 liter dual overhead cam V8. It is a powerful engine, no doubt. But it will also be awful on gas. These things were never great on gas. The only thing is it will be much easier to work on them. The E-Series, you really have to remove that engine cover in the inside. And it will be a bit more difficult to work on, but this, everything is up front. But yeah, this thing is just massive. I just noticed this little drawer here. It can actually hold 20 pounds worth of junk. It says right there, 20 pounds max. It's a clever idea, but you can see just how sloppy that thing is. Just dances all over the place. Ugh. This thing is so high off the ground, you really have to step right up in here. And I'm 6'1", and it feels like a struggle. It does sound good though. And let me close all the doors just so you guys can hear what it sounds like with all the windows closed. I tell you what though, it will be quite satisfying once you drive it. I mean, that's a rather nice note that you can listen to as you drive this thing. That's it for this 2012 Nissan NV2500. Ooh, they even copied the Honda door chime somewhat.